Hello, my name is Dr. Evans, and for over 30 years, I've had the great privilege of caring for patients in all stages of life. One of the most common conversations I have, especially with my patients over 60, revolves around a single, powerful question. Doc, what can I do to stay healthy and active for as long as possible? We talk about exercise, staying socially engaged, and keeping the mind sharp. But the conversation always, without fail, comes back to the fuel we put in our bodies. Now, I want you to consider something that might be a little shocking. What if I told you that the most powerful tool to protect your heart, to lower your blood pressure, to reduce your risk of a heart attack or stroke, isn't found in a prescription bottle at the pharmacy? What if I told you it's found in your grocery cart, your pantry, and on your kitchen table? Your diet doesn't just affect the number you see on the bathroom scale. It has a direct, profound, and daily impact on the health of your heart. The foods you choose every single day can either be building blocks for a strong, resilient cardiovascular system, or they can be slowly contributing to problems down the road. You have more power over your heart health than you might think. So, what exactly does a heart-healthy diet look like after 60? How do we navigate the grocery store aisles to make choices that will help us live longer, more vibrant lives? That's exactly what we're going to explore together today. In this guide, we'll break down the simple, practical, and delicious ways you can eat to protect your heart. We're not talking about complicated recipes or fad diets. We're talking about common-sense changes that can make a world of difference. Think of me as your personal guide, walking with you through this journey to a healthier heart and a healthier you. Part 1. The Green Light Foods, Building a Foundation for Heart Health. Let's start with the good stuff. These are the foods you want to invite to your plate as often as possible. They are the heroes of our story, packed with the nutrients your heart craves. 1. Embrace the rainbow, the power of fruits and vegetables. If there is one single piece of advice I could give every patient, it would be this: eat more vegetables and fruits. It's simple, it's timeless, and it's backed by decades of solid science. Why are they so good for your heart? Think of fruits and vegetables as your body's internal maintenance crew. They are loaded with vitamins, minerals, fiber, and compounds called antioxidants. Vitamins and minerals. Potassium, for example, found in bananas, spinach, and sweet potatoes, is crucial for managing blood pressure. It helps your body balance sodium levels, which is a major win for your arteries. Fiber. This is one of nature's superstars. There are two types, and both are great. Soluble fiber, found in oats, apples, and beans, acts like a sponge, soaking up the bad LDL cholesterol in your digestive system and carrying it out of your body before it can clog your arteries. Insoluble fiber, found in leafy greens and broccoli, keeps your digestive system regular and healthy, which is linked to overall well-being. Antioxidants. You've probably heard this word a lot. Imagine a car left out in the rain. It starts to rust. A similar process, called oxidative stress, happens inside our bodies. Antioxidants, abundant in colorful fruits and vegetables like berries, dark leafy greens, and bell peppers, are like a coat of rust-proof paint. They protect your cells, including those lining your blood vessels, from damage and inflammation, which is a root cause of heart disease. What should you be eating? Variety is key. Don't just stick to iceberg lettuce and a single type of apple. The different colors in produce signify different types of protective nutrients. Leafy greens. These are the champions. Think spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard. They are packed with vitamin K, which helps protect your arteries, and nitrates, which have been shown to reduce blood pressure. Cruciferous veggies. This family includes broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. They are rich in fiber and have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Brightly colored veggies, red and orange bell peppers, carrots, sweet potatoes, and tomatoes, technically a fruit, are loaded with antioxidants like beta-carotene and lycopene. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are antioxidant powerhouses. Studies have shown that regular berry consumption can significantly lower the risk factors for heart disease. Citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, and lemons are famous for vitamin C, another potent antioxidant that helps maintain the health of your blood vessels. Other greats, apples, pears, bananas, avocados, a fruit rich in healthy fats, and stone fruits like peaches and plums are all fantastic choices. A doctor's recommendation. My simple prescription is to aim for at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. What does a serving look like? It's not as much as you think. 1 medium-sized piece of fruit, like an apple or banana. A half cup of chopped fruit, vegetables, or berries. 1 full cup of leafy greens like spinach or lettuce. Practical tips to eat more. Start your day right. Toss a handful of spinach and mushrooms into your scrambled eggs or oatmeal. Top your yogurt or cereal with a half cup of berries. Snack smart. Instead of reaching for chips, have a bag of baby carrots, celery sticks with hummus, or an apple with a spoonful of peanut butter. Bulk up your meals, add extra veggies to everything. Putting together a pasta sauce? Add chopped zucchini, bell peppers, and onions. Making a soup or stew. Double the amount of vegetables the recipe calls for. Make a giant salad. Have a large salad for lunch or as a side with dinner. Load it up with different greens, colors, and textures. Frozen is just as good. Don't discount the freezer aisle. Frozen fruits and vegetables are picked and frozen at their peak ripeness, locking in nutrients. They are often cheaper and last longer. A bag of frozen mixed berries is perfect for smoothies, and frozen broccoli is easy to steam as a quick side dish. 2. Go fishing for health. The magic of omega-3 fatty acids. For decades, we were told that all fat was bad. We now know that's simply not true. Certain fats are not only good for you, they are absolutely essential for a healthy heart. At the top of that list are the omega-3 fatty acids. Why are they so good for your heart? Omega-3s are a type of polyunsaturated fat that our bodies can't make efficiently, so we must get them from food. They are true multitaskers when it comes to heart protection. They fight inflammation. As we discussed, chronic inflammation is a major enemy of your arteries. Omega-3s are nature's most powerful anti-inflammatories. They cool down the fires of inflammation throughout your body. They lower triglycerides. Triglycerides are a type of fat found in your blood. High levels combined with high, bad LDL cholesterol or low, good HDL cholesterol increase your risk for heart disease. Omega-3s are incredibly effective at lowering triglyceride levels. They can reduce blood pressure. While the effect may be modest, regular intake of omega-3s can contribute to slightly lower blood pressure readings. They may prevent irregular heartbeats. Omega-3s can help stabilize the heart's rhythm, reducing the risk of arrhythmias. They slow the development of plaque. They help prevent the plaque, a mixture of fat, cholesterol, and other substances, from building up inside your arteries and blocking blood flow. What should you be eating? The best and most direct source of the most powerful omega-3s, called EPA and DHA, is fatty fish. The SMASH fish. A great way to remember the best choices is the acronym SMASH. Salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, herring. Other good options include albacore tuna, limit to once a week due to mercury, trout, and mussels. What if you don't like fish? You're not out of luck. You can get a different type of omega-3, called ALA, from plant sources. Your body can convert some of this into the more powerful EPA and DHA, though not very efficiently. Still, every bit helps. Flax seeds. Grind them up to unlock the nutrients. Sprinkle a tablespoon on your oatmeal, yogurt, or in a smoothie. Chia seeds. These tiny seeds are packed with fiber and omega-3s. They form a gel in liquid, making them great for puddings or as an addition to drinks. Walnuts. The king of nuts for heart health. A small handful makes a great snack or a crunchy topping for salads and oatmeal. Edamame, soybeans, and tofu, great plant-based protein sources that also provide a dose of omega-3s. A doctor's recommendation. For optimal heart protection, I strongly encourage my patients to eat a serving of fatty fish at least twice a week. A serving is about 3.5 to 4 ounces, or the size of a deck of cards. If you are a vegetarian or just can't stand fish, make sure you are incorporating flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts into your diet daily. You might also talk to your doctor about an algae-based omega-3 supplement, which provides the beneficial EPA and DHA directly from the source the fish eat. Practical tips to eat more. Canned is convenient. Don't overlook canned salmon, sardines, or light tuna. They are affordable, have a long shelf life, and are perfect for making quick salads, sandwiches, on whole wheat bread, or salmon patties. Grill or bake. Don't fry. Prepare your fish in heart-healthy ways. Baking with lemon and herbs, grilling, or poaching are excellent methods. Frying it in unhealthy oils negates the benefits. Try it in new ways. Flake some leftover baked salmon into your salad for lunch the next day. Mash some sardines with a little mustard and eat them on whole grain crackers. 3. Choose your fats wisely, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's expand on the idea of fat. The type of fat you eat matters more than the amount. Your goal is to replace unhealthy fats with healthy ones. The healthy fats, unsaturated fats. These are your friends. They include monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which includes the omega-3s we just discussed. Why are they so good for your heart? When used in place of unhealthy fats, they can help lower the bad LDL cholesterol and maintain or even raise the good HDL cholesterol. Think of HDL cholesterol as the garbage trucks of your bloodstream, hauling away the bad cholesterol so it can't cause trouble. What should you be eating? Olive oil, specifically extra virgin olive oil. It's a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, one of the most heart-healthy eating patterns in the world. Use it for salad dressings and light sautéing. Avocados. This creamy fruit is a fantastic source of monounsaturated fat and potassium. Mash it on whole grain toast instead of butter, or add slices to your salad or sandwich. Nuts and seeds, almonds, pecans, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, and sesame seeds are all great choices. They are calorie-dense, so a small handful, about a quarter cup, is a perfect serving. Choose unsalted versions whenever possible. Canola oil, a good, neutral-flavored oil for cooking at slightly higher temperatures. A doctor's recommendation. Make healthy fats your default choice. Cook with olive or canola oil. Snack on a small handful of nuts. Add avocado to your meals. These simple swaps can have a huge impact. The unhealthy fats, saturated and trans fats. Now, let's talk about the villains of our story. These are the fats you want to significantly limit or avoid altogether. Why are they so bad for your heart? Saturated fats. Found primarily in animal products and some tropical oils, saturated fats directly raise your bad LDL cholesterol levels. Think of them as dumping more trash on the street for your garbage trucks, HDL, to try and clean up. Trans fats. These are the absolute worst fats for your heart. Most are artificially created through a process called hydrogenation to make liquid oils more solid and shelf-stable. They not only skyrocket your bad LDL cholesterol but also decrease your good HDL cholesterol. It's a dangerous double whammy. Thankfully, artificial trans fats have been largely banned in the US, but small amounts can still be found in some foods. What should you be avoiding or limiting? Saturated fat sources, fatty cuts of red meat, like marbled steaks and ground beef, poultry skin, full-fat dairy products, butter, cheese, cream, whole milk, and tropical oils like coconut and palm oil. Trans fat sources. These lurk in fried foods, donuts, French fries, commercially baked goods, cookies, cakes, pies, crackers, margarine sticks, and many processed snack foods. Your key defense is to read the label. If you see partially hydrogenated oil in the ingredients list, put the product back on the shelf. A doctor's recommendation. You don't have to eliminate saturated fat completely, but you should be mindful. Choose leaner cuts of meat, remove the skin from chicken, and switch to low-fat or fat-free dairy products. But make a real effort to eliminate artificial trans fats from your diet entirely. Practical tips for a healthy fat swap. Cook with olive oil instead of butter. Choose lean protein. Opt for fish, skinless poultry, beans, and lentils over fatty red meat. Snack on a handful of walnuts instead of a bag of chips. Read the nutrition label on packaged foods. Look at the lines for saturated fat and trans fat and choose products with the lowest numbers. Go with the grain. The importance of whole grains. Carbohydrates have gotten a bad rap in recent years, but just like fats, it's the type that matters. Refined grains are the problem. Whole grains are part of the solution. Why are they so good for your heart? A whole grain contains all three parts of the grain kernel: the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. Refined grains, like white flour and white rice, have had the bran and germ removed, stripping away most of the fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Rich in fiber, this is the biggest benefit. The soluble fiber in whole grains, particularly oats and barley, is a champion at lowering bad LDL cholesterol. The fiber also helps you feel full, which can prevent overeating and help with weight management. Blood sugar control. Because of the fiber, whole grains are digested more slowly than refined grains. This prevents the rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar that can damage blood vessels over time and increase the risk for type 2 diabetes, a major risk factor for heart disease. Nutrient-packed. The bran and germ are where the good stuff lives. They contain B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and other minerals that are vital for many bodily functions, including heart health. What should you be eating? Look for the word whole as the first ingredient on the label. Oatmeal. Choose old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats over instant packets, which are often loaded with sugar. Brown rice and wild rice. A simple swap for white rice. Quinoa. A protein-packed, gluten-free seed that acts like a grain. Barley. Great in soups and stews. 100% whole wheat bread, pasta, and crackers. Read the label carefully. Wheat bread, or multigrain, can be misleading. It needs to say 100% whole wheat or 100% whole grain. Popcorn. Yes, air-popped popcorn, not the movie theater butter-drenched kind, is a healthy whole grain snack. A doctor's recommendation. Make at least half of your daily grain intake whole grains. This is a manageable and impactful goal. Practical tips for going whole. The swap game. It's the easiest way to start. Brown rice for white rice. Whole wheat pasta for regular pasta. Whole wheat bread for white bread. Start your day with oatmeal. It's a classic heart-healthy breakfast for a reason. Top it with berries and walnuts for an extra boost. Experiment with new grains. Try making a quinoa salad for lunch or adding barley to your favorite vegetable soup. Be a label detective. The front of the package can be deceiving. Always turn it over and read the ingredients list. The first ingredient should be whole wheat flour, whole oats, or another whole grain. 5. Shake the salt habit, protecting your blood pressure. This is a big one, especially for those over 60. Your blood pressure naturally tends to rise with age, and a high-salt diet pours gasoline on that fire. Why is too much salt, sodium, so bad for your heart? Think of it this way: where sodium goes, water follows. When you eat too much salt, your body holds onto extra water to dilute it. This extra water increases the volume of blood in your bloodstream. More blood volume means more pressure against the walls of your arteries. Imagine turning up the water pressure in an old garden hose. It puts a strain on the hose. Over time, this high blood pressure, hypertension, damages your arteries, making them stiff and narrow, and forces your heart to work much harder to pump blood. This significantly increases your risk for heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. Where is all the salt coming from? You might think it's the salt shaker on your table, but that's only a small part of the problem. Over 70% of the sodium Americans consume comes from processed, packaged, and restaurant foods. The Salty 6. The American Heart Association points to 6 common food categories that are major sources of sodium. Breads and rolls. Pizza. Sandwiches. Cold cuts and cured meats, like ham, bacon, sausage. Soup, especially canned. Burritos and tacos. A doctor's recommendation. The American Heart Association recommends that adults aim for an ideal limit of no more than 1,500 milligrams (mg) of sodium per day. For reference, a single teaspoon of table salt contains about 2,300 milligrams. This is a strict goal, but any reduction you can make is beneficial. Practical tips to cut down on salt. Take the salt shaker off the table. If it's not there, you won't use it out of habit. Taste your food first. It might not even need it. Become a flavor explorer. Salt isn't the only way to make food taste good. Discover the world of herbs and spices. Garlic and onion powder, not garlic salt or onion salt, add a savory base to almost anything. Herbs like oregano, basil, thyme, and rosemary are wonderful in Italian and French dishes. Spices like cumin, coriander, smoked paprika, and chili powder add warmth and depth to meats and stews. A squeeze of fresh lemon or lime juice at the end of cooking can brighten up the flavors of fish, chicken, and vegetables, reducing the need for salt. Read the nutrition facts label. Look for the sodium content. When you have a choice between two products, like 2 cans of tomatoes, pick the one with less sodium. Look for items labeled low sodium, reduced sodium, or no salt added. Cook at home more often. When you cook, you are in complete control of the ingredients. You decide how much salt goes in. Rinse canned foods. Rinsing canned beans, vegetables, and tuna under running water can wash away a surprising amount of sodium. Be wary of condiments. Ketchup, soy sauce, salad dressings, and mustard can be loaded with sodium. Use them sparingly. Part 2. The red light foods, what to limit for a healthy heart. Now that we know what to eat more of, let's be clear about what we should eat less of. I don't like to call any food forbidden, because that can lead to feelings of guilt. Instead, think of these as sometimes or rarely foods. They are the things that, when eaten regularly, can actively work against your heart health. 1. Fried foods and fast food. This category is a double or triple threat to your heart. Unhealthy fats. These foods are often fried in oils that are high in saturated or, even worse, trans fats. When oils are repeatedly heated to high temperatures, they can also create harmful compounds. Massive calories. A single fast food meal can easily contain a full day's worth of calories, contributing to weight gain, which is a major strain on the heart. Sodium overload. French fries, fried chicken, and burgers are packed with salt. Making these foods a rare treat rather than a regular habit is one of the kindest things you can do for your arteries. 2. Sugary foods and refined sweets. We often think of fat when we think of heart disease, but sugar is an equally dangerous culprit. Inflammation and high triglycerides. A diet high in added sugar contributes to chronic inflammation, raises those risky triglyceride levels, and can lead to high blood pressure. Obesity and diabetes. Excess sugar is a primary driver of obesity and type 2 diabetes, both of which are massive risk factors for heart disease. Hidden sugars. It's not just the obvious culprits like soda, candy, cakes, and cookies. Sugar hides everywhere. In breakfast cereals, flavored yogurts, pasta sauces, ketchup, and salad dressings. Start reading labels for added sugars. You'll be shocked at how quickly it adds up. The best way to quench your thirst is with water, and the best way to satisfy a sweet tooth is with a piece of fresh fruit. 3. Highly processed and packaged foods. This is a broad category that includes many of the items found in the center aisles of the grocery store: packaged meals, processed meats, snack chips, and canned goods with long ingredient lists. The unholy trinity. These foods are typically engineered to be hyperpalatable by loading them with the trifecta of salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Low in nutrients. In the process of making them shelf-stable and tasty, most of the beneficial nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals are stripped away. You get all the bad stuff with none of the good. Processed meats. This subcategory deserves a special warning. Bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats, and other cured products have been strongly linked to heart disease and other health problems, largely due to their high content of sodium and preservatives. A good rule of thumb: shop the perimeter of the grocery store. That's where you'll find the fresh produce, lean meats and fish, and dairy, the whole, unprocessed foods that form the foundation of a healthy diet. Conclusion: your heart, your health, your choice. We've covered a lot of ground today, but the message at its core is wonderfully simple. A heart-healthy diet after 60 isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about choosing foods that nourish and protect the incredible engine that is your heart. Let's quickly summarize our game plan. Fill your plate with a colorful variety of vegetables and fruits every single day. Include fatty fish like salmon in your meals at least twice a week, and snack on heart-healthy nuts like walnuts. Use healthy fats like olive oil and avocado, while steering clear of unhealthy saturated and trans fats. Choose whole grains like oatmeal, brown rice, and 100% whole wheat bread over their refined white counterparts. Take control of your salt intake by cooking at home, using herbs and spices for flavor, and reading food labels carefully. Limit fried foods, sugary treats, and highly processed items, saving them for occasional treats rather than daily staples. I know that changing long-held habits can feel daunting. My advice is to not try and change everything overnight. That's a recipe for frustration. Instead, start with one small, manageable change today. Maybe this week, you swap your white bread for 100% whole wheat. Maybe you decide to have a large salad with your dinner 3 nights this week. Or maybe you'll take the salt shaker off the table for good. Every single healthy choice you make is a deposit into your health bank account. Every meal is an opportunity to do something good for your heart. This isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. It's about having the energy to play with your grandchildren, the vitality to travel and pursue your hobbies, and the strength to live independently and fully. You have the power to build a healthier future, one plate at a time. Start today. Your heart will thank you for it for many years to come. If you found this guide helpful, I encourage you to share it with a friend, spouse, or family member who could also benefit from this information. We're all in this journey to better health together. Yours in health, Dr. Evans.